Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Everyday Carry for Everyday Guys. So, something a bit different. Buddy of mine told me Ghost Recon has had some new updates and he loves the way I play the game, so I thought I would get back into it. I haven't played it for a while, but I thought I'd give it a go again. This is going to be a sort of commentary on about 10 minutes of gameplay. As you can see, we've got a bit of an element here. I'm going to take a moment and just allow the situation to develop before I engage them, and that is the reason. We have some sort of technical vehicle there with what looks like a minigunner on the roof. I would not have wanted to engage that minigunner, even though we have, or that vehicle, even though we have an elevated position. So I'm going to move to what this game calls concealment, which is a bush. We've got a good position here. We've got elevation and the element of surprise, as well as being able to engage them from the rear. So I'm just going to give my team the order to go hot. And I'll step in if they need me. If they do a pretty good job with those two guys, and I'll just double tap this guy for good measure. From here, I'm just going to regroup my team and we can decide what our next plan of action is. So our actual mission here is to go to a place called Camp Fox and gather information by method of interrogation. Camp Fox is to my north, sort of northeast, as you're looking at the screen right now. And I'm going to cycle to or hike, shall I say, to the east side of the camp and engage from a singular direction. I don't want to engage a camp sort of entering it. Imagine entering a center fed room. You could have bad guys front, left and right, which isn't ideal. So I'm gonna, for the sake of time, this is gonna be sped up in a second. I'm gonna move to the east or the right hand side of this camp as I would be facing it, and we're going to move on it from that direction. There's already one guard tower / sniper tower in view, which makes things a bit difficult. So I'm going to try to get try to use the advantage of stealth and terrain in the hope that the enemy don't suspect someone to move up on them from this side of the seal mountain, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, the terrain is quite intense, so I'm going to try to take advantage of the element of surprise. There's another guard tower. That's going to be one of my first things to action. I'm going to give this engagement to one of my team members because I want certainty. I do have a sniper, I think his name is Vasily, in the team, and I'm going to give this kill order to him, and he or she does a good job. So I haven't used my drone to investigate this this base, just for the sake of making the game interesting. We've got some concealment on the right in the form of a bush and some cover. There are bad guys quite near, judging by the closeness of the voice. So I'm going to bring my team up because more eyes are better. I don't like this open door because I can't see into it because of the shadow, but anyone in there could see out, so that's a real consideration for me. And then this rock on my left gives me both cover and concealment on the horizontal plane from where I am now to from the left hand side, but obviously the elevated or vertical that guard tower is a concern. I'm going to have to address that in a moment, but my main concern is that room and cover on the far side, which is to my right. So move to more concealment, and there doesn't seem to be much on the right hand side, so I take the decision that I'm going to go and clear this room container type situation before I do anything else. Does seem like a fairly sturdy structure. I don't like the fact that it's elevating at the end of our stairs, because it's very difficult to pie when you have only one way to enter. I can't enter this room at the angle, I've got to enter it on the stairs, so I'm going to take it super slow. Seems to be like a server room, and that is why. So that bad guy is over there. I'm going to try to put myself in a position of dominance, but I don't have a lot of movement options here. I hear his footsteps, and I thought this double tap would take him down, but it didn't, so I just get another one, and that seems to be it. That scream stresses me out a bit. I'm a little concerned with other bad guys being able to hear it, and as you can hear, there are bad guys close. So at this point, I'm taking it super slow and really methodical. No one's coming towards me. I haven't heard any alarms, so maybe they haven't heard it. And as you can hear, there's someone super close, and that's why I'm buying this corner very, very slowly, and I drop that gun.
Holy shit. Nice shot, boss.
So I would ideally like more than one team member here to assist with clearing this room. I'm going to buy this corner as best I can. I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that there's an open door on the other end because I've got no security on that side. I'm pretty sure there's no one else on the other side of this room, just to make sure. and then sweep across. And I don't like crossing that, and that's exactly why, because there could be someone standing right there in that threshold and it would be an easy engagement for them. This game doesn't allow me to have more teammates move with me, so I have to do it all on my own. So we just have to assume that that this is the best I can do. Came very close to muzzle flashing my buddy's head there, but that's the reality of it. It is a video game, so I don't have 100% control. Just come at this point I decide I'm going to take out the sniper in this tower, and there's no easy way for me to do this, so I'm just going to go ahead with a CQB kill here, because I don't think there's any other way without me exposing myself to someone else or to this particular sniper. I can't really progress. Judging by his vocal discipline, he's definitely not highly trained, and being a ghost, I expect to be able to do this quite easily. And there we go. A fairly gruesome annihilation of that man. So I'm going to use this elevated position right now just to see what I can see. Take advantage of where I am. I worked hard to get here, and I see what looks like a captain or a lieutenant in the maroon beret, a drone operator I think, and what looks like just a normal rifleman. I see Vasily, my sniper, get onto the roof there as well. Two more bad guys on patrol. Hopefully he gives us good sniper cover from that elevated position. Nothing seems to be on the east side of the camp as I'm looking at it right now. So I don't have the weapon system to engage those guys. I also don't know if there are any bad guys between me and those guys. So I'm going to go back down and use my weapon, which is the M4A1, in a medium to close range combat situation where it performs most optimally. I do hear people talking, so I'm very wary of movement, very wary of corners. So I am going to move really slow, keeping my weapon at the ready, because I don't want to have it at the low high ready position and then have to bring the rifle to bear. I want it at the ready position, because whilst we aren't in super close quarters, there might be someone right around this corner. And so I'm rather going to move a bit slowly and a bit more methodical, just to make sure I am protecting myself, and I hope my teammates are doing the same thing. As you can see, it's quite an open area, so there are corners pretty much everywhere. There's open doors everywhere, so it's a bit of a nightmare. I think I move a bit poorly there tactically. I knock over that plastic drum. Fortunately, no one seems to have heard. Those guys across the way seem to be in some kind of bunkered position with a good amount of cover, so I do want to take them into consideration, and that's why I move slowly, so that I could spot that guy around the corner. So I'm going to allocate my teammates to engage these three guys, because if they hunker down behind that what looks like a metal sheet, I might not be able to get good shots on them. So I'd rather take them out before I go further, and then I will eliminate this guy over here who seems to be able to see me with eyes in the back of his head. And once that's a clear shot, we go in and do that. So I'm going to have to move a bit faster now, because I have bodies out in the open, and I haven't fully secured everybody's patrol route, so a patrol might come across those bodies. I want to get the information that I want to get, so I'm moving a bit faster here. Ideally, like I said, I would have liked a teammate with me so that we could cover each other, preferably another teammate as well to cover our rear. I'm going to use the game's camera to my advantage here. I know my objective is in this room, and I'm going to use the game's camera to cheat a bit, and I see I'm not going to be able to get a good sort of movement on him without him seeing me. At this point, that enemy element was obviously called Delta 2, and someone has spotted them, so now I'm going to have to move a bit faster with a bit more aggression and put myself into a bit more risk. This threshold bothers me because there's a staircase on the right. I'd like someone to cover that staircase while I pie this room, but I don't have that option, and my objective presents himself, and I do a quick CQB takedown on him. Pistol to the face, that's going to be very uncomfortable, possibly a broken nose, a split lip, some teeth gone. Not the best idea if you want someone to have to talk to you while you interrogate them. I look for a place in this bunker or this container type situation to interrogate him. I don't find the perfect spot. I would have liked to be able to move during interrogation, but the game doesn't give me that
I need
option,
some
and
information.
I'm facing a
suggest you give it to
freaking
me.
wall, which isn't ideal. Fortunately, I have a teammate coming
You're
in
one
to
of
give
them
me some
ghosts,
rear
aren't you?
security, so I'm going to assume
From the helos
that,
we took down?
this room is secure, and they give
Were
me
you
some
holding
time to
Dr.
interrogate this guy.
Silverblum? Why is a soldier like you working with terrorists? Quit stalling. Boom's in transit. A convoy's on its way here.
Given that bad guys have been found, I would love
Much
to move
obliged.
along much faster
The
so that I can get
outcasts
out
have
of
been
here.
mucking things up here for a long
before
time now. Stone's gunning for
the
them.
enemy
All
close
of
in on
them.
us.
They are gonna burn. Just make sure you're ready to burn with them.
For the record, I'm gonna follow up on this. If I find out you gave me bad intel, we're gonna see each other again. And I'm not gonna be civil.
That is false. Unless I'm going to see this guy in the next life, I am not going to let this guy live. He knows too much, so we will go and eliminate him. That's going to have to be a close casket burial, so I do apologize to his family for that, but given the COVID situation, I don't think it makes a difference. Moving out, I'm going to take my time because the base is on high alert. I've got good cover from a teammate over there far, so good for that. Moving down to Xful, I see a bad guy. I bring my magnification online and I take him down. That's another close casket burial. And at this point I've got the information I want. It doesn't mean I rush out of here. It still means I move with a degree of deliberacy. Bad guy in the distance. It's at the far reaches of my weapon system. I don't want to take the shot unnecessarily. He doesn't see me, I see him. It's fine. I'm going to get out of here without eliminating any more people. I'm going to leave that guy with the gift of life. And hopefully my team move with the same deliberacy, some rear security for them. Hopefully the tail man is covering us, and I'm gonna exfil this area the same way I came in. The relative assumption that due to the terrain there aren't many bad guys who are going to be out on patrol here, and that's where we call that one. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please let me know. I'd be happy to do more. I quite enjoy playing video games with a realism aspect to it. I believe you play the game as the game is as much fun as you make it, and so I try to get in the headspace of whatever I'm playing, whether it be military, racing, any kind of game, Assassin's Creed type things. I try to embody the character and play the game the developers wanted me to play. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know and I'll do some more. Have a good week. I'll see you soon for a review. Be safe, train hard. Cheers, God bless.